Well, good morning, guys, and here today on the Rusty Glovebox, what we're going to do is we're going to work on the Studebaker. And even though I hadn't had it very long, what I have got is it's overheating a little bit, and it'll run just fine, just cool as it can be, and then all of a sudden it'll just start blowing water out. My first thoughts is it's got a bad head gasket, but after doing some research and checking casting numbers on the block, I believe what I have is a small block 400 instead of a 350. Well, this is the little tool that I use to help me determine that I had a 400. This comes with several different caps here, and this funnel fits on it, and you're able to put water in here. I was kind of initially checking to see if I had a blowed head gasket, and you can see the bubbles come up through here. Sometimes you can do it without having one of these funnels, but it's kind of hard to tell if the water's circulating inside the radiator if you just barely got a seeping head gasket or something like that. Anyway, what I was able to tell was that once I got all the air burped out of it, there was no more compression gas or something that looked like compression gas coming out. And so what I determined after checking some casting numbers and all that on the block, that it appears to be a 400. So what we're going to do is we're going to start tearing the engine down and get the heads off and look at the block and see what we got. Well, I stopped to get a drink of water, and I thought this would be a good time to do like a little mid-tear down update. Got all the brackets off and the intake off. And one thing that I was surprised to see, I'm going to see if I can't zoom in and get you a picture of it. It's got roller rocker arms on it. Now, that really by itself doesn't mean much, but I was a little surprised to see that. It's going to take me probably just as long to get those headers loose than it is to get it tore down to this point. I don't think when I go back together, I don't think those headers going on there. I'm not a big fan of headers. But I'll come back. We'll check this out a little later. Well, here I just want to give you kind of a side-by-side between a 350 head and a 400 head. These 400 heads have these extra holes here. This doesn't have it. And at first that's what I thought they did, that they put a 350 head on a 400 and it'll create those hot spots. But on a small block 400, it has Siamese cylinders, and that means that there's no water jacket between the two cylinders. The two cylinders are just butted up against each other. You have these additional, what they call steam holes. If that little hole gets stopped up, it makes a hot spot in this block, and I'm running a drill bit in there and it stops. So it has something in there that is stopping it up. I went to the hole next to it, and with a little finessing I'm able to get the drill bit through there. So I think what my main problem was is that these little vent holes here on the top got stopped up. On this side here, you can see the steam holes. And that drill bit, it has no problem going all the way down, bottoms out easy. So it tends to make me believe that the steam holes on the driver's side block had stopped up. Well, I stuck my magnet down the water jacket, and that's what I got. I think all this little debris in there is causing me problems. That is a lot of mud and stuff. And I'm sure that's what's stopping up my vent holes. Even more of it. Well, hey guys, this is Rusty Glovebox, and man, do we have something going on. Well, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pull the engine out of the car, and I'm going to have to flush those water jackets out, because the machine shop that did all that work, it was plumb full of metal filings and all of that, and it was stopping up those steam holes in the block. I was thinking that they might have put 350 heads on it, but they definitely had 400 heads on it. So anyway, that's what I think we're going to end up doing.